She works through life with her shoulders tight, a fortress built of ice and stone. I thought my love could melt the walls, I thought I'd never be alone. But every time I got too close, she'd build another layer high. She'd look at me with frozen eyes, and I'd watch another part of me die. Cold-hearted girl, what made you this way? Who hurt you so bad you couldn't let me stay? I offered you my summer, I offered you my spring, but you only know the winter. You only feel the sting. Cold-hearted girl, I'm freezing next to you. Cold-hearted girl, what else could I do? I traced the scars upon your skin. You never told me where they came from. You'd pull away and curl up small, building walls I couldn't overcome. I brought you roses, you watched them wilt. I wrote you poems, you burned the pages. I gave you everything I had, and you just counted down the stages. Cold-hearted girl, what made you this way? Who hurt you so bad you couldn't let me stay? I offered you my summer, I offered you my spring, but you only know the winter. You only feel the sting. Cold-hearted girl, I'm freezing next to you. Cold-hearted girl, what else could I do? I hope one day you find a warmth to let somebody all the way in. I hope you learn that love is safe. I hope you let yourself begin again. But I can't be the one to teach you. I've got my own heart to defrost. Cold-hearted girl, I'm walking away. I hope you find your sunshine someday, but I can't freeze here waiting anymore. I'm heading for a warmer shore. Cold-hearted girl, cold-hearted girl, goodbye to you and your frozen goodbye, cold-hearted girl. Your toothbrush is still in the holder, your jacket's hanging by the door. The mail keeps piling on the table, letters you won't read anymore. I haven't changed the sheets since you left, they still smell like you and me. I bury my face in your pillow, pretending you're here with me. Come back home, I'm not the same. Come back home, I'll take the blame. Whatever I did, whatever I said, I'll take it back. I'll live in dread, just come back home. Come back home, I can't make it on my own. I walk the rooms like a stranger in a house that used to be ours. Every corner holds a memory, every window shows the stars we used to wish on, we used to dream. Now I wish alone, it seems. I talk to you like you're still here. I tell you about my day. I laugh at things you used to say, then I cry the night away. Come back home, I'm not the same. Come back home, I'll take the blame. Whatever I did, whatever I said, I'll take it back. I live in dread, just come back home. Come back home, I can't make it on my own. I know I said some awful things, I know I pushed you out the door, but pride is such a lonely friend, and I don't need it anymore. So come back home, I'm begging you. Come back home, I'll see it through. I'll be better, I'll be more, I'll be everything you're looking for. Just come back home, please baby, come back home. Come back home. Come back home. Come back home. Thanksgiving came and went this year without you sitting by my side. I made the cranberry sauce from scratch, the way you liked it, tried to hide the tartness in my tongue, and the memory hit me hard again of you and me in holiday lights, of you and me in frozen nights. Cranberry cold, that's how I feel, charred and sharp, trying to heal. Cranberry cold, without your warm winter came and took you north. I'm sitting here with this bitter taste of a love I cannot replace. Cranberry cold, learning how to be alone and bold. The family asked where you had gone. I said you couldn't make it this year. I didn't tell them you were gone for good. I didn't tell them through the tears. I passed the cranberry, they all smiled, said it was the best they'd had in a while. I wanted to scream, it's his recipe, it's the last damn thing he left for me. Cranberry cold, that's how I feel, tired stop trying to heal. Cranberry cold without your water. Winter came and took it all. I'm sitting here with this bitter taste of a love I cannot replace. Cranberry cold, learning how to be alone and bold. Some things are sweet and some are tart. Some things shatter a happy heart. But cranberry taught me this year that bitter and sweet can live right here. So here's to cranberry cold. Here's to growing strong and bold. Here's to holidays without you. Here's to learning to make it through. Cranberry cold, the hardest love I'll ever hold and let go. Let go. Let go. Since you left, feels a hollow, right where my soul should be. A cavern, a void, a nothingness that echoes back in me. I reach inside to feel something, anything at all, but all I get is emptiness and the memory of your cold, empty soul. Empty soul. You took everything, you took it all. Empty soul, empty soul. Left me with this hole that nothing seems to fill. Yeah, nothing seems to steal. Empty soul, empty soul. Trying to make myself whole. I go to church, I go to work. I see my friends fatigue. I do all the things they tell me to, but nothing sets me free, because the soul is where you live. Your soul is where you give your essence, your being, your all. Now it's just an empty hole. Empty soul, empty soul. You took everything, you took it all. Empty soul, empty to the warehouse of our love, where we stored all the dreams we dreamed of. But the roof caved in sometime last spring. Now there's nothing left of everything. I see the outlines where the boxes used to be, of the future that you promised to me. But time and weather don't discriminate, and now I'm sifting through what's left of fate on the floor of dust, where our love used to stand. I trace your name with my fingertip through the remnants of our plans. Every memory turned to rust, every promise turned to sand, and I'm dancing with your ghost on the floor of dust. Sunlight streams through holes in the wall, lights of the particles makes them fall like snowflakes made of everything we were, beautiful and broken, a blur. I sweep my hand through what used to be, and the dust devils dance in front of me. They spiral up like prayers I used to say, then settle down and never float away on the floor of dust, where our love used to stand. I trace your name with my fingertip through the remnants of our plans. Every memory turned to rust, every promise turned to sand, and I'm dancing with your ghost on the floor of dust. Maybe in 1,000 years, someone will find us here, two skeletons tangled in the debris of a love that was supposed to be. The wonder what became of us beneath the settling dust. But on this floor of dust, I'm learning how to stand, to let the particles settle and release what I held in my hand. Everything turns to rust, everything turns to sand, but I'm still standing here on the floor of dust, just me and the dust, and the memory of us on the floor of dust. You promised me forever under the stars that night. You said we'd be together, you said our love was right, but forever turned to never, faster than the light. You said you'd stay forever, then you vanished in the night. Forever and ever, forever and ever, two sides of the same endeavor. Forever and ever, forever and ever, love that won't last, no never. You promised me the moon and stars, then you left me with the scars. Forever and ever, forever and ever. forever and ever. I'm letting you go. I'm learning all I need to know about promises and letting be, about becoming the best version of me forever and ever. Thank you for the test. Thank you for teaching me to rest in my own truth, in my own grace. Forever and ever. Get out of my space. My own forever with me. You came to me like morning light, softer than a summer night. I held you close but held too tight, and watched you shatter in the bright. I didn't know that beautiful things have wings made of glass, not anything that can withstand a clumsy hand that doesn't understand. You were fragile beauty, delicate and rare. I should have held you gently, should have been more careful with your care. But I was so afraid you'd leave that I forgot to breathe. And now I'm holding pieces of what I couldn't keep. Fragile beauty, sleeping in the deep. You used to tell me I'm too much, too many feelings, too much touch. I thought they meant to love you more. Now I'm alone on this cold floor. You need a softer kind of love, a gentle hand, a velvet glove. And I'm all edges, I'm all fire. I loved you, but I climbed too high. You were fragile beauty, delicate and rare. I should have held you gently, should have been more careful with your care. But I was so afraid you'd leave that I forgot to breathe. And now I'm holding pieces of what I couldn't keep. Fragile beauty, sleeping in the deep. Maybe some loves aren't meant to last. Maybe they're just moments that pass, to teach us how to be more soft, to show us what we should have caught before it slipped right through our hands like hourglass dishing sand. You were fragile beauty, the loveliest I've known. I hope you find a garden where you're safe and you can grow. And I'll learn how to temper this storm inside of me. So next time beauty finds me, I'll know how to let it be. Fragile beauty, you'll always be the one who showed me how to see. Fragile beauty. searching for the missing light, picking up what's left of us, fragments covered in the dust. Every piece of memory, every shattered part of me, I try to fit them back in place, but I can't find your face. Fragile pieces of a broken vase that held the flowers of our grace. I try to glue them back with tears that I've been holding back for years. Fragile pieces cut my hands as I try to understand how something so beautiful could become so painful. The largest piece still says your name, written in a lover's game. The smallest piece is where I hide all the feelings I kept inside. I sweep the floor but can't throw out what love is really all about. I keep the pieces in a box behind the door, memory knocks. Fragile pieces of a broken vase that held the flowers of our grace. I try to glue them back with tears that I've been holding back for years. Fragile pieces cut my hands as I try to understand how something so beautiful could become so painful. But Kintsugi teaches us that gold can fill the cracks in us, that broken doesn't mean the end. It means a chance to start again, to mend with something beautiful, to make the broken meaningful. Fragile pieces of my former heart, I'll put them back with gold and art. I'll let the cracks become the light that shines through in the darkest night. Fragile pieces, you're still mine, but now I'll put you in a line of beauty that has learned to mend, of a love that finds a way to bend without breaking, without breaking, without breaking. Fragile pieces, you're becoming something beautiful. I still sleep on just one side, leave the other open wide, in case you come back in the night and hold me till the morning light. But you don't come, you never will. The bed is cold, the room is still, and yet I feel you next to me, a presence that I cannot see. There's a ghost in my sheets, ghost in my sheets, lying where you used to be. I feel your shape, I feel your heat, but when I turn, there's no one there, just empty space and cold air. Ghost in my sheets, ghost in my sheets, haunting me while I try to sleep, reminding me of what I had, of the love that went so bad. The pillow still holds your scent, 3 months later, still not spent. I bury my face in the place where I can still see your face. I know it's crazy, know it's wrong to hold the memory for so long, but letting go means letting you completely fade from my view. There's a ghost in my sheets, lying where you way, can't you see? I'm not a ghost, I'm not a dream. I'm just a lesson in between the love you had and what will be. I'm just a sweet, sad memory. So goodbye, ghost in my sheets, ghost in my sheets. I'm changing the linen, changing the beat of this heart that's held on way too long. I'm finally writing a different song, ghost in my sheets. It's time to go. I'm ready for the sun to show. I'm ready for a living love sent from somewhere up above. Ghost in my sheets. Goodbye. I see it sometimes in the mirror, a flicker, then it's gone. The ghost of how I used to smile before you came along, and then left me in the ruins of everything we built. The ghost of that old smile of mine is buried in the guilt. Ghost of a smile, ghost of a smile, haunting me all the while. Ghost of a smile, ghost of a smile, floating down the aisle of memory of what has been, of the woman I was then. Ghost of a smile, I haven't seen in a sometimes I try to make it stay, but forced smiles are just grimaces that give the game away. The ghost knows when it's not wanted, it knows when it's not real. It only comes when joy is true, it only comes to heal. Ghost of a smile, ghost of a smile, haunting me all the while. Ghost of a smile, ghost of a smile, floating down the aisle of memory of what has been, of the woman I was then. Ghost of a smile, I haven't seen in a while. His hands are frozen in midnight of our love, of our theft. He stood there for generations, through love and loss and life. But when you walked out that door, it couldn't bear the strife. Grandfather's clock, grandfather's clock, stopped at the moment you walked out the dark. Grandfather's clock, grandfather's clock, marking the time of our shock. It ticked for love, it talked for trust. Now it's silent, covered in dust. Grandfather's clock, grandfather's clock, a monument to us. I pass it every morning on my way to start the day. I see the frozen hands that mark the moment you went away. I should fix it, get it going, make time move on again. But somehow keeping it stuck feels like keeping you here, my friend. Grandfather's clock, grandfather's clock, stopped at the moment you walked out the dark. Grandfather's clock, grandfather's clock, marking the time of our shock. It ticked for love, it talked for trust. Now it's silent, covered in dust. Grandfather's clock, grandfather's clock, a monument to us. One day I'll wind it up again. One day I'll let time flow. One day I'll let the ticking start and let the healing grow. Grandfather's clock, I'm winding you up. I'm feeling a stronger cup. Grandfather's clock, tick once more. I'm opening a new door. Grandfather's clock, thank you for the pause, thank you for the cause. Now I'm ready to move ahead with the living, not the dead. Tick-tock, moving on. Tick-tock, moving on. Me. I wake up to the morning light, reach for you in the night, but you're not there, just a sour taste, a love I couldn't keep in place. I make myself a grapefruit for breakfast, the most bitter, saddest breakfast it matches how I feel inside, with nothing left to hide. The grapefruit of sad, every morning going back. I taste the sour on my tongue of all the songs we left unsung. Grapefruit of sad, grapefruit of sad, the only fruit I've ever had since you walked out that door. Left me wanting more. You used to make me pancakes sweet, with berries at my feet. Now I just peel back the rind of this sadness in my mind. Each segment is a memory of how you used to be. Grapefruit of sad, I'm trading it for something glad. For berries, peaches, honeydew, for a love that feels brand new. Grapefruit of sad, you had your time, but now I'm leaving you behind for breakfast that don't make me cry. For mornings under different skies, different skies. No more grapefruit, just sweet. Thought the gray would live by now, that I remember how to feel the sun upon my face in this lonely place. But months are passing, here I am, still stuck in this exam of learning how to live without the love I can't talk about. It's gray skies forever, gray skies forever. Since you left I can't get better. The clouds just gather and they stay, never moving, never go away. Gray skies forever, I'm starting to think I'll never see the blue again. The light, since you said goodnight. I moved to a different town, thought a change might bring me down to somewhere sunnier and warm, away from the storm. But the gray skies follow me here, they brought the rain and the fear that I'll never be okay since you went away. It's gray skies forever, gray skies forever. Since you left I can't get better. The clouds just gather and they stay, never moving, never go away. Gray skies forever, gray. Starting to think I'll never see the blue again. The light, since you said goodnight. But forever is a lie we tell when we're going through hell. It's not forever, it's just now. And somehow, someway I'll learn how to let the gray turn into blue, to find a different point of view. So gray skies forever, you're not true. I'm finally seeing through you. The clouds will break, the sun will shine, and I'll be just fine. Gray skies forever, you're just a season, not a permanent reason to give up on the light, to give up on the fight, give up on the fight. Gray skies forever, you're on. I'll find the sun. You took the best part when you left me broken and bereft. You took the part that knew how to love, the part that fit like a glove. I'm walking around with half a heart, torn completely apart, trying to function day to day. In a half-assed way, you took half of my heart, half of my heart, ripped it right out from the start. Now I'm learning how to be with only half the heat. Half of my heart, half of my heart. You took the best part, left the dark. You left me with the peace that hurts, that feels like falling in love. I try to give the rest away to someone new, to someone who might be able to handle the pieces of this scandal. But every time I open up, I'm just filling half a cup. The other half is still with you, and there's nothing I can do. You took half of my heart, half of my heart, ripped it right out from the start. Now I'm learning how to be with only half the heat. Half of my heart, half of my heart. You took the best part, left the dark. You left me with a piece that hurts, that feels like falling in reverse. But hearts can learn to grow again. They can find a way to mend. They can regenerate and heal. They can learn to truly feel with what they have, with what remains, with the joy and with the pain. So half of my heart, I'm growing you. I'm finally seeing the breakthrough. The missing piece will come back round in different form, on different ground. Half of my heart, you're not the end, you're just a chapter I had to spend to learn that love can still survive with only half of it alive. Half alive, but still alive. Half of my heart is enough. I sing myself to sleep at night with a song that doesn't feel right. It's the one you used to hum when the evening time would come. You'd hold me close and stroke my hair, whisper that you'd always care, and you'd sing so soft and low, a lullaby I come to know. Now it's a honey lullaby that makes me laugh and I try to sing a different tune underneath a different moon, but the melody always returns to the one my heart still yearns. It's like my brain is stuck on repeat of that old familiar beat of the song you sang to me when love was all that we could see. Now it's a haunted lullaby that makes me laugh and makes me cry. It plays on repeat in my head when I'm lying in my bed. Haunted lullaby, haunted lullaby. I hear your voice and wonder why you had to go and leave me here with nothing but the song so clear. But lullabies are meant to soothe, to help the mind get smooth, and maybe this one still does that, even though my heart is flat. Maybe it's a comfort still, a way to help me heal. So honey lullaby, I'll let you play, I'll let you help me through the day and through the night when I'm alone, when I'm missing you, my own. Honey lullaby, you're not so bad, you're the best friend that I've had through all this grief and all this pain. You help me find the sun again, the sun again. Haunted lullaby, sing me to sleep. I woke up singing the blues today, the heartache kind in every way. My voice was low, my spirit heavy. Since you left me, my love, my levy, I put on some music to match the mood, something sad to help me root. But every song just made me cry, wondering why, wondering why. I've got the heartache blues, heartache blues, nothing left to lose since you walked away from me and set my heart free. Falling heartache blues, heartache blues. I'm singing them for me and you, for every tear, for every pain, for every drop of falling rain. I went to a juke joint downtown where the saddest songs go around. I ordered whiskey, drank it straight, trying to forget my fate. The band played songs of love gone wrong. I sang along all night long. My voice clacked on every note, stuck in this heartache mode. I got the heartache blues, heartache blues, nothing left to lose since you walked away from me and set my heart free. Falling heartache blues, I'm singing them for me surrounded it with waves of tears, and all my fears no boats can bear, no planes can land on this lonely strand. I'm the only resident of this continent, the island of one, where all my loving is undone. I walk the shores all by myself with no one else. The island of one, beneath the solitary sun. I talk to seagulls in the sky, wondering why. I used to have a visitor who made my heart so sure that love was real and could survive and keep us both alive. But he got lost out in the storm and couldn't find the norm of coming back to visit me on my island by the sea. The island of one, where all my loving is undone. I walk the shores all by myself with no one else. The island of one, beneath the solitary sun. I talk to seagulls in the sky, wondering why. But islands can have bridges built to ease the guilt of being all alone out here with nothing left to fear. And now I'm building one to the mainland to hold someone's hand. So island of one, I'm leaving you. I'm finding something new. I'm building bridges to the shore where I can love once more. Island of one, you kept me safe in this lonely place, but now it's time to rejoin the world where my flag is unfurled, where my flag is unfurled. Island of one, goodbye to you. I've cried a million tears for you. I've asked a million whys. I've tried to change the ending. I've tried to compromise, but some things can't be changed. Some things are meant to be. Some things you just have to accept and set your heart free. It is what it is, it is what it is. The end of our love, the final fizz. It is what it is, it is what it is. The truth of the abyss. I can't change it, can't rewind, can't go back to another time. It is what it is, it is what it is. The final word on this. to fight against it. I used to rage and scream. I used to think if I tried hard, I could change the dream. But dreams are just illusions, and reality is cold. And the truth of what we have is a story that's been told. It is what it is, it is what it is. The end of our love, the final phase. It is what it is, it is what it is. The truth of the abyss. I can't change it, can't rewind, can't go back to another time. It is what it is, it is what it is. The final word on this. Acceptance is not giving up, it's seeing clearly now. It's knowing that the love is done and taking my own boat. It is what it is, and I'm okay. It is what it is, I found my way. It is what it is, I'm finally free. The best version of me. It is what it is. Thank you for the truth. Thank you for the wisdom of my youth. It is what it is, and I'm moving on. It is what it is, my new life's dawn. Acceptance, peace, me. I was drawn to you like a moth to a flame. I couldn't help myself. I knew that I would get burned, but I couldn't ask for help. Your light was so enticing, your warmth was so complete. I flew right into your fire and landed at your feet. Moth to a flame, moth to a flame, playing a dangerous game. Moth to a flame, moth to a flame, nothing will be the same. I knew I'd burn, I knew I'd die, but I couldn't help but try. Moth to a flame, moth to a flame, the love that I can't tame. You pulled me in with your bright light. You made me feel alive, but the closer that I got to you, the less I could survive. The heat was overwhelming, the fire burned so bright. I gave myself completely to your consuming light. Moth to a flame, moth to a flame, playing a dangerous game. Moth to a flame, moth to a flame, nothing will be the same. I knew I'd burn, I knew I'd die, but I couldn't help but try. Moth to a flame, moth to a flame, the love that I can't take. I'm picking up my score swings now. I'm learning how to fly away from flames that burn too bright, away from the good never was enough. I gave you all my time, my love. I gave you all my stuff, but you always wanted more than I could give. You drained me dry, you took and took, you never let me live. Never enough, never enough, loving you was so rough. Never enough, never enough, I couldn't be enough. I tried and tried and tried and tried, but you were never satisfied. Never enough, never enough, loving you was so tough. I stretched myself so thin for you. I bent over backwards